From the secret military base Area 51, the Devil's Sea of Japan, and the artificial Lake Abraham in Canada, here are 10 places more mysterious than the Bermuda Triangle. Without further ado, let's begin. Number 10. Area 51. Area 51 is a secret military base said to be home to alien flying saucers and alien bodies. After the infamous Roswell UFO crashed in 1947, the place raised lots of eyebrows. There are theories of aliens and their wrecked craft taken to this area for examination. Scientists have done their best to confirm most of the rumors about this location. People speculate that secret weapons, weather control, time travel, and teleportation are developed in Area 51. For many years, the US government has denied its existence until December 2013, when President Obama announced publicly that this place exists. There are also rumors that anyone who came close to discovering the purpose of Area 51 died under mysterious circumstances. Therefore, they were persuaded to remain silent or risk their lives. Unknown government agencies raided the homes of anyone suspected to be investigating the area. To make matters worse, environmental laws exclude Area 51. Workers suffer certain health issues because of conditions there, but no one cares. Number 9. The Banff Springs Hotel, Canada. The Banff Springs Hotel is one of the most mysterious sites on the planet. It is believed to be home to a plethora of ghost stories and spooky happenings. Locals say that an entire family was murdered in cold blood in room 873. This was just before a terrible fire gutted the same room. Tourists that have visited the site say they have experienced doormen appear to them before vanishing. The room produces strange sounds with a bloody handprint of a girl appearing on the mirror. There is evidence that room 873 still exists and urban explorers don't mind passing the night there. The management of the hotel insists that the murder never happened and that all the ghost stories were a figment of people's imaginations. Besides, some of these stories are good for business, as it attracts curious tourists within and outside the country. If you think you can deal with all the supernatural things that happen here, feel free to visit. Number 8. Transylvania, Romania. Sylvan Hills is a famous spot in Romania. It features mist-topped mountains and the clanging echo of church bells. It boasts stone-built medieval steeples of towns like Cluj, Brasov, and Sibiu. These sites add to the eerie atmosphere of this vast region in the country. Of all places in this area that bring the chill, Bran Castle stands out. This tourist-topped citadel is high above the forests of the edge of Wallachia. Over the years, it has been associated with several mysterious figures like Vlad the Impaler, one of the most bloodthirsty kings to have existed, and Count Dracula, the archetype of nail-biting Nosferatu. There is a secret passage in Bran Castle that connects the first floor to the third floor. This passage was discovered during the castle's renovation in 1920. The officers used it as an escape route during the Second World War. They turned the castle into a hospital and treated wounded soldiers. It had the likes of Princess Elena, a qualified nurse who treated herself. Number 7. Loch Ness Monster. It is the famous sighting that made the lake global in name. The water body is the Scottish Highland and is the largest Scottish loch by volume. It measures 755 feet deep and has a surface area of 21.8 square miles. Its mammoth size is one reason that led to rumors of a mammoth beast living in the lake. The story about this monster made headlines as far back as 1933 in an article that suggests a certain creature disturbed the lake's surface. This story was taken with a bit of doubt, as ducks make similar noises when fighting. However, One photographer captured a long-necked creature believed to be the Loch Ness Monster in 1934. It reportedly popped out of the water but soon disappeared after realizing someone had seen it. Decades later, the photographer admitted it was a hoax. Regardless, there's been countless sightings of this animal, with everyone insisting that they actually saw it. Number 6. The Devil's Sea of Japan. The Devil's Sea is the Pacific version of the Bermuda Triangle. It is a region of the Pacific around Miyake Island, about 60 miles south of Tokyo. This area is also famously called the Dragon's Triangle, because locals believe that dragons once lived here. In the year 1989, Charles Berlitz, an author, wrote a book titled The Dragon's Triangle. He outlined several paranormal activities which he believed occurred in the Devil's Sea. According to him, after Japan lost 5 military vessels carrying over 700 sailors, the area was designated a danger zone. Investigations into the claims revealed that the sunken ships were fishing vessels. Some of them have vanished outside the Devil's Sea. Investigators also revealed that during the time the ship went missing, hundreds of fishing boats were also lost around Japan. However, they attributed this to piracy and not any supernatural activity. Number 5. The Michigan Triangle. The Michigan Triangle is in Lake Michigan, and its shoreline spans Michigan, Illinois, Wisconsin, and Indiana. The area is blamed for several mysterious disappearances of ships, crew members, and airplanes. Some survivors claim that while sailing over the Michigan Triangle, they were forced to stand still, slow down, or speed up. They didn't have control over what happened to their vessels when they were around the area. In 1937, more people believed the stories told here. This was after Captain George Donner disappeared. During a routine coal delivery, Donner asked his crew to wake him when the ship drew into port. When they returned to his cabin 3 hours later, he had vanished. Shockingly, his doors were locked from inside. In 1950, Northwest Airlines Flight 2501 disappeared while flying over the Michigan Triangle. They declared all 58 people on board missing. Neither the plane nor the passengers have been found to this day. Despite the search efforts of the Michigan Shipwreck Research Associates, nothing meaningful came out of it. Number 4. Teotihuacan. The Great Pyramid-filled city of Teotihuacan went into decline some 1,400 years ago and was left in ruins. As a result, no one knows who the builders were or what they called home. Scientists speculate that Toltec culture built it. The place is still shrouded in mystery as scientists could not uncover the hidden details. The Aztecs who would later visit the site gave it its modern name, which means the place where the gods were created. Teotihuacan was a major urban area that covered 8 square miles. It is believed to be home to 100,000 people, most of whom lived in apartment-like family structures. Despite the original builders laying claims to the city, evidence shows that Teotihuacan hosted lots of cultures like Mixtec, Zapotec, and Maya. One of the famous mysteries about its disappearance is that an erupting volcano forced a wave of immigrants into the Teotihuacan Valley, and the refugees either boasted or built the city. Until 2000, this site was known only to locals. Today, the story is different, as there is an influx of local and international visitors. Number 3. Montville Canyon. The Montville Canyon is a famous tourist destination. It is currently under the protection of the Georgian Agency of Protected Areas. It used to be a bathing site for Georgian nobles, but is now open to the public. You can visit to enjoy the scenery and take a boat trip to the river with green color. Touring the site gives you the opportunity to see the waterfalls, limestone natural bridges, Mountain River Gorge, Winter Mill, and fossil shells of sea urchins and nautiluses. This canyon offers an insight into the Mesozoic and Paleogene ages, the time of giant reptiles, birds, and mammals. In 2010, scientists found 20 footprints of dinosaurs and bone fragments in the area between Gatsheri and Ikuri villages. They also saw remains of invertebrates like ammonites, brachiopods, and sea urchins. This helped to identify the epoch the animals existed in. Another expedition conducted in 2011 found some prehistoric human remains and fossilized bones of ancient creatures in caves. Because of these delicate discoveries, the region was made into a protected area so that the items are not looted. Number 2. Devil's Bridge. There are many places around the world that have earned the name Devil's Bridge. During medieval times, they built many devil bridges. They were so spectacular that they widely believed that the devil aided the construction. Of all those sites, the most famous one is the German town of Kramlau. This bridge dates back to the 1860s and is one of the most stunning bridges on the planet. It forms a circle on its own and has its reflection in the water. You can't tell how this was possible by merely looking at it. I can't believe that there was no otherworldly entity helping it during its construction. Legend has it that the devil helped them build this edifice, but asks for something in return. He demands the soul of the first person who crosses it. Skeptics say this story has no connection with reality, as the devil had no hand in it. Each of the devil's bridges around the world has its own unique folklore. Number 1. Lake Abraham. Lake Abraham, an artificial lake and Alberta's largest reservoir, looks like a lovely turquoise in warmer months. During winter, the frozen water is filled with suspended white orbs resembling snowballs. While these balls look attractive, they contain flammable methane gas that forms when the organic matter in the lake's bottom decomposes. As organic matter decomposes, it releases the methane gas that rises to the top, infiltrating the atmosphere. Methane is a dangerous gas that is 25 times more potent than carbon dioxide if released into the atmosphere. This action causes global warming and worsens the effect of climate change on Earth. Since this lake was created by flooding previously dry land, it releases more methane than other natural lakes. Scientists say the continuous release of methane by Lake Abraham to the atmosphere increases global temperatures. The actions of this lake diminish the quality of our environment rapidly. So glad you made it to the end. See you in another episode.